Well, as we are getting into our first game, folks, get that hype going in the chat because we are going into our first game on Winter's Gate LE, and it's going to be a TvZ between Tahen and SirBearicus. Want to introduce first, or?
Sure, I can do it.
Okay.
I do weird sound effects, just letting you know in advance. All right.
All right.
So, in the bottom right, as the red Zerg for Team Cryptic, we have SirBearicus. Dun 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 dun.
Whoosh. And in the top left position of Winter's Gate LE, spawning with the blue Terran pieces, it is Platinum Heroes, Tahen.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. So, and it looks like Tahen, no, not Tahen, SirBearicus has the Cerberus Overlords.
Oh, fancy. Are those the ones that look like elephants, kind of, or?
Yep, Elefante Overlords, elephants. So, standard opening, nothing cheeky coming from these two players so far.
Yeah, it looks like the hatchery going down, I believe that was 17. And standard wall off for Tahen here. Everything looking pretty standard right off the bat. No one wants to risk anything too big in the first game, maybe. We'll see.
Yep, exactly. And now, anyways, Winter's Gate LE, there are for those of you who have not played this map yet, we have, there are several inhibitor zone generators across the map, especially those going down the middle, and those on the side of your base, and two random ones off to the side. Basically, what those do is that they slow your units down by 35%.
Wow, 35%. That's pretty hefty, and it can definitely swing a lot of battles, allow you to cast a lot of different spells if you need to. Yeah, definitely it can be a total game changer if you can position your units correctly, keeping those in mind.
Yes, and definitely for Terran, you can also set up like choke points as well with tanks and bunkers as well.
Yeah.
Like, and melee units are going to have a little bit of a rougher time getting in to those areas because, especially with the rocks right here and the generator.
Sorry, here, or I don't know if you can.
Yep. Yeah, it can definitely create some hazardous areas to go for.
Definitely. Looks like the Terran is getting his command center. It's a little past halfway done.
Yep,
and now a reactor as well popping up on the barracks.
Factory is far away from the barracks though, so I don't know if he's going to be planning on switching anytime soon or not.
We do have a Reaper running across, so just causing a little bit of havoc on the Zerg.
Yep.
Scouting.
Yep, it will catch that spawning pool, and it will note that it is getting metabolic boost. So,
can you actually see that the spawning pool is researching? Is it just like the liquid?
Oh yeah. It has a much different. It has a different animation for the pool.
Got it.
So,
yeah, it's the little things in this game, man. It's like, separates the pros. Just being able to notice small things like that in the corner of your eyes, especially.
And definitely, and that's what kind of separates the leagues from each other a little bit.
The Reaper just poking back and forth a little bit. The Zergling's backing off very smartly. Queen trying to support a little bit, but nothing too much so far. Looks like the command center is going to go down in the natural. Yeah, and that Overlord does have speed now. The Marines trying to chase it off.
And there we are. SCVs are transferring to the natural now.
Yep, Maynarding over. Meanwhile, we do have a first tank coming out, a first tank already out, as well as a second tank about halfway done. Probably just going to set some defenses up, make sure this Overlord is out of the way, no scouting.
Yep, and there goes that Overlord going bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time. And Tahen actually is not fully saturated on both his gases in the main.
Oh yeah, it looks like he has 3 on one and 1 on the other. So definitely he is pulling out the starport as well as another command center. So he's definitely gonna want this gas coming in soon, though. Hopefully he does notice. Meanwhile, looks like a lair in the natural for SirBearicus. And an Evo chamber being laid down, form some walls. Make sure just have some choke points in case any Terran units try to run through.
Yep. Still no third yet up for SirBearicus though, which could be a huge deal. So he could be trying to go for like a 2-base play of some sort, but he still has quite a bit of money in the bank, and that can spell trouble because as Zerg, you want to get your bases up right away, not only for resources, but for production as well.
Definitely. Oh, it looks like a large Zergling pack running across the middle of the map, although a couple bunkers being put down by Tahen in the center, trying to control that slow zone, as you were just mentioning before.
Yep. But it looks like the Lings aren't going to fall for the bait. They could be grouping up for an attack around as well.
Yeah, trying to flank over from the side. Some Banelings joining the force as well. This could be very scary if Tahen is not prepared. Doesn't look like he knows it's going to be coming from that side. Here comes the Lings.
Here come the Lings right now. We'll probably try to delay that third for a little bit. Tanks, however, going to force that back. No problem whatsoever. That third is going to land.
Meanwhile, scan goes off, sees the third base. Oh, but also a fourth base down for SirBearicus over the top. So it is looking like the Zerg is building up their economy, but Terran on 3 bases is also very scary to deal with.
Yes, the Terran is on 3 bases right now. Zerg, while not quite having those 2 other bases yet, is still going to be behind in that regard. Either way, it looks like our tech choice for Zerg is going to be Lingbane Muta. Looks
like a Nidus network going down as well.
Ooh. And actually, a Nidus network could be very scary because there's this Overlord up in Tahen's base. He does not know about it.
Top right. It's
top right.
Yeah, very scary. I'm not sure. Let's hit 1. Is that what it is? Yeah. No vision there. He does not know. If SirBearicus can get this, could be.
Yep. And here it goes. And wait, he doesn't have his units loaded up. So the Nidus is gonna pop, and he's not gonna have his units in there. There he goes. Now he knows. And here we go. Lings are unloading into the main right now. Tahen just straight up lifting off his units. Those Banelings should be going into the mineral line right now in order to take out some workers. I almost said probes.
Yeah, it looks like the Banelings are running in. Ooh. Actually does kind of minimize the damage
and
taken
here we go. The Lings are in the SCV lines, are getting decent kills.
Oh yeah, 14, 15, 17 kills. But they are gonna...
That's a full mineral line.
Yeah.
That's some devastating stuff right here, and that should help relieve... That should help relieve him from I guess the eco impact, I guess I could call it. From early on. Or the eco difference, as I would say. There we go.
Oh, another Nidus going down at the third base. SirBearicus will not be stopped.
Yeah, but there's no units in it, so it may just be a false alarm.
Just wanted to keep him on his toes a little bit. It's always good, especially at levels when you're not as good, to really just distract opponents, keep them, just not able to stabilize.
Yeah, and it actually looks like he's going to be mixing Mutiling Bane with some roaches, actually, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah, a couple mutas flying across the map.
A couple of mutas flying across the map. Actually, there's not a whole lot of anti-air from Tahen at all.
Yeah, this could be catastrophic. The Marines are going to have to chase, stim around. Oh, it looks like he might lose a couple of workers right here.
You could also just simply load up the medevacs into the Marines, and or load the Marines into the medevacs, and to also pick off the mutas as well.
That's very true. Got to be careful though. You don't want to accidentally lose any of those medevacs.
That is true.
Yeah, Muta's getting a decent amount of kills though. We're at 6 right now, 7. And
7. That is totaling 28 kills total.
Wow. Just wreaking havoc on Tahen's economy.
Yeah, it's still somewhat of a difference. No mules actually are being dropped at all from Tahen. Have you realized that?
No mules? Wow.
No mules at all, which
I had
means
not noticed.
Terran Eco, for those of you who don't know, mules are an important tool for Terran Eco that helps you to get your Eco going as fast as possible. And the mutas are flying away from one Viking. That one Viking is the hero Viking.
Yeah.
The one that got instantly slammed. One who tried to be a hero at the very least, and then instantly got slammed aside by an Ultralisk. Apparently he lived and now is back to take revenge on some Mutalisks. Overlord trying to maybe scout around, put down another Nidus for him, gets instantly shot down into the sky from those missile turrets. And SirBearicus hasn't actually been making drones this whole time and all this harassment, so now the eco is actually even.
Yeah, it has evened out for sure. And now Tahen getting a couple of the sensor towers, so gonna help with being able to track the Zerg army moving around.
Oh yeah.
Zerg is though getting infestors as well as putting another Nidus down. Is that what that is?
Yep, that is, but it's right into the third where all the army is. However, most of this is in roaches, so
yeah,
one Liberator should help clean it up, though. And actually, it will just... Oh no, it's the roaches are going to destroy the supply depots here. Okay.
Yeah, that's always annoying. Getting supply blocked when facing these armies like this. Never.
Meanwhile, Zerg third, a big Hellbat push coming in. Might actually be able to take out a base right here.
Oh yeah, roaches running out, but is this... Oh, that's a lot of roaches. It should be able to take care of it. A couple sneaking past, actually, though.
Take care of it, but not without losing the third, not without losing 7 workers.
Yeah, more in the main base, chasing off some of the drones for now. Looks like those will get killed.
Yeah, Bearicus actually has quite a lot of money in the bank. 4,460 minerals. Not a whole lot of gas, though, at all.
Does have a significant army lead, though, but the Tahen does have a lot of SCVs, it looks like. Really important here that SirBearicus can get some sort of counterplay in. But it looks like he is going to clean this up. Not before losing...
Not without losing 13 drones.
Wow. That hurts. That hurts to watch, honestly.
That's some big damage right there. And also not without losing that third as well. That important third.
Yeah, Zerg, with a lot of minerals banked up, could throw down a couple bases, maybe even some macro hatches just to help him pump out some units.
Oh, yeah.
Always good to just try to annoy players as much as possible, I feel like, with Zerg. Just because you just have such strong production.
Yeah, and especially Terran, drops and medevacs, they can be really annoying at times if used correctly. Anyways, big push coming in from Zerg. Actually looks like going right to this the
center choke right here.
Yeah, the center choke. Buta's flying around trying to find a weak point so they can straight up avoid the a confrontation, because you got to remember these are slow roaches. They do not have the upgrade yet.
Yeah, they did seem a little slow when they were running around before. Just oh, looks like that Muta did distract a little bit.
Bearicus is going to be going into the choke right here.
Yeah, that is not what he wanted.
Yeah, if that Liv was set up in that position, that would have been a much bigger play. But it looks like he is going to break down the rocks and try to open up some more potential here.
Yeah, Tahen with some good army movement, really making sure that the SirBearicus couldn't try to flank anywhere. SirBearicus was trying to distract him with the Mutalisks, but to no avail, of course.
And here's another thing as well. There's all these Marines in the bank, but I think Tahen's just going to be straight up going for a mech play.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, 2 Thors out here right now. That is very scary, for sure.
Exactly. Looks like Hellions up at the top are going to go for a little bit of a flank, going towards that 4th base right now.
Yeah, checking for any sneaky bases as well, just to make sure, you know, if there are any drones alive, got to make sure they're not alive anymore.
Yep, and here we go. Here comes another barbecue coming in from the, going into the 4th. Especially larvae as well. Killing off larvae as well is also important.
Yeah, getting a good amount of damage in.
Yep. You gotta use everything at your disposal. Here we go. The roaches are gonna try and chase it down. We'll pick off one Hellion. It's definitely not the end of the world for them.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm sure more Hellions and Hellbats will be back to avenge the Fallen Brothers.
Yep.
Pretty significant mech army.
Here we go, though. SirBearicus finally retaking his 3rd base, and will now be going for his 5th base.
Oh, yes, the drone at the 6 o'clock position.
There's not a lot of gas income coming in from him, though. His first base has been kind of in the dumps for quite a while.
Clutch scan by the Tahen does see a large roach army walking up. I mean, I guess he also had the sensor tower, so not as close as I thought. But still, good scan. Does see the army. Tahen is walled up. Zerg just missed the timing just now, where a couple SCVs were making those supply depots, but now it is going to be very tough for him to push up.
Yep, and now more factories coming out from Tahen as well, and as well as a Ghost Academy. So we might be seeing some nukes coming in, and that's the plus side of keeping your barracks instead of floating it out, because your barracks has all the chance of getting picked off immediately. And it's always best, especially in the late games, to throw off your opponent by using nukes.
Oh man, nukes in this game are pretty difficult.
Very scary.
Yeah, very scary for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, Tahen's actually moving out right now. Now this does mean his bases are going to be vulnerable. So if the roaches don't want to engage this, they could easily whip around and actually start killing off some stuff from Tahen. Corruptors are coming in to try to soften up the Liberators, but Vikings will be able to push them back.
Just pelting away at them. I don't know, this is scary. This Tahen army is looking pretty bulky. And
once again, and that lack of gas, as we mentioned earlier, is actually going to play a part in this.
Oh
because
yeah,
he's trying to go for, because he has a Greater Spire. He's trying to go for Broodlords, but he doesn't have a whole lot. He's continuing to go for roaches, which are god-awful versus tanks at this point.
Yeah, although it is a large supply lead, like you said, it's a lot of roaches. Not exactly an ideal army to deal with this mech right now.
Of course. And,
oh man, Tahen's 3rd base is also extremely saturated. He needs to get some expansions out, get that economy rolling again.
Yep, in fact, actually, he does have that... He does have a 4th base now being landed right now.
Really looks like we have some Broodlords
gases, though. Oh.
Some Broodlords spawning down by the Zerg army while Tahen is starting to move out towards the center. Never mind, he decides to back up a little again.
This Tahen is really being cautious about his moves right here. He's trying to decide, okay, is it wise if I do this? Is it wise if I don't? Speaking of doing and don'ting, Zerg, with that massive army supply, is going to try to engage. No, he's backing up. I don't know if he realizes the difference or not.
Yeah, I think he needs to mix it up a little bit. Get some, I don't even know. Honestly, though, when Tahen gets to like this kind of a point, it's just so scary to face.
Yeah, but Thors are in a relatively low number, including the tanks, so...
We have a Nidastorm going down in the Tahen base, but looks like it will get killed by those siege tanks. Large army.
Here we are, the roaches coming on in to defend that 4th base. Help not before losing a crap ton of drones, but I think he will be able to kill off that whole ground army. It's the Liberators that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hellbats will be able to get that 4th base.
Yeah, looking very scary right now for a Zerg friend. But it looks like a lot of those Liberators are going to die to those Corruptors. But not before they pick off maybe some
should go for a counterattack right away, because Tahen, that's an expensive army to lose, and plus that's a long time.
Yeah, Nidastorm going down in the natural right now. Tahen does see it, but he only has a single Thor with low HP right now. Can he get that in time?
Yes, he will. Oh, convenient roaches at the 5th base. We'll be able to hold that back. I don't think SirBearicus realizes he just killed a whole Terran army, though.
Yeah, that was a perfect time for him to counterattack. Almost 100.
Another Knight is going down at the potential 5th base.
Oh, a lot of lings.
Unloading right now. A lot of lings going on down. That tank, those tanks, and Hellbats will be able to deal with it right here.
Oh man.
A lot of damage though on those roaches. +3 tanks are pretty good.
All things considered though, I feel like this actually did an okay amount of damage. Losing a lot of roaches, of course, but just keeping Tahen back.
Yeah. The roach is actually shockingly destroying the tanks, though.
Yeah, might get this last one.
Yeah, the SCV is trying desperately to repair.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can they do it?
And they will do it. I don't think SirBearicus knows about this 4th base, though.
Yeah, it
if he would have went for that, that would have... I don't know. Well, I mean, Tahen has a lot of money in the bank, so he could easily do that, but...
Even then, losing that base, I don't know. Not having the right economy, it would just be very tough to build up a defense just to hold off all the roaches he had before. But like you said, he did miss the perfect timing for the counterattack.
Yep.
That Nidus does go down. And Tahen with a small... Looks like the army populations are even up again. Oh, and a command center going down the center. Probably for some planetary fortress action.
Yeah, or just to take the base that was creeped up by the Nidus.
True. Yes, that could be bad too.
Yep, and here we are. A lot more tanks actually coming on out from Tahen, and
Hellions going down to the 6 o'clock base right now.
A lot of drones at that 6 o'clock.
Oh my god,
boys!
Oh, that hurts. That 17 drones in just 3 seconds. 0 to 100. Oh man.
Yep.
Zerg's still building a lot of roaches. The Broodlords are coming out as well. Moving some queens. Probably trying to up that creep spread a little bit.
Yep. And another thing as well with Bearicus, he's still... His minerals... Oh, actually... Oh no, he's not... He's actually out of money at this point. He needs to be transferring his drones and actually doing more of them. Anyways, this army actually coming up, and we'll be able to spot this this 4th base at long last. We'll be trying to even out that worker count.
Yeah, picks off 13 so far. Starts moving in for this 3rd base.
We'll be getting more.
Oh, the chase is on. Tahen's moving his army across. The Broodlords are going behind. This could be bad for the Broodlords getting caught behind if the Vikings notice it.
Yep, Broodlords are expensive units, Soul. And they cost a lot to make, and in low numbers they don't actually do as much damage as you believe. Vikings are really good if they don't have backup.
Oh yeah, those Broodlords got wiped out. Zerg is forced to back up. Everything's just back and forth in this game.
Yep.
Tahen does get that 5th base set up though. Both guys relatively even right now, actually. Although Tahen does need to transfer some of his SCVs over and get a stronghold in this next base.
Exactly. Looking at our units count, we have 29 roaches, 2 corruptors still on the field right now, 5 queens. 5 queens that mostly have full energy right now.
Ooh. Yeah, always got to make sure those queens are emptying that energy. Whether it's the injects or the creep spread, it's always important. Helps your units just run a little faster and do a little more. Just be annoying, going all over the map with the Zerglings. That's always my favorite thing to do when I play as Zerg.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, my favorite thing to do when Zerg is just macroing up, building Banes.
Oh yeah. There's nothing quite like you know, feeling all the injects and everything, hitting all those timings, and just having a crap ton of units going in, destroying everything. Exactly.
It's so satisfying. Yeah. It's like Reavers in Brood War, except with Banelings instead of Reavers. Anyways, looks like both armies are actually going to be missing each other. Tahen actually has a terrifying army. All those tanks sieging up, and
oh man,
bye-bye roaches.
Yeah, SirBearicus is getting caught out in a really bad spot. Loses another Broodlord as well. Terran looks like he might be going in for the kill right here. This is going to be difficult.
This might be the time for SirBearicus to finally raise that white flag.
Yeah, this arm, that's a lot of tanks.
A lot of tanks indeed. Some of them getting picked off. Some of them getting picked off indeed, but you don't even need to siege up for this one. Just blow all those roaches to living hell.
Oh my goodness, the barbecue, all those dead drones, 16 right there,
all those
losing
dead drones, all those roaches,
all the overlords as well. Oh my goodness.
GG.
Yes, there we go. Game 1 goes to Platinum Heroes. Tahen, great game between these two players.
Yeah, good game between these two players indeed. The eco difference was major though between them. If they had more, I had a feeling if Bearicus was actually doing well with his gases and actually keeping them saturated, he could have had more Broodlords by then. And
oh yeah,
it would have been major.
Yeah, the army was really missing a bit of the oomph at the end there to deal with that Terran army. Of course, letting Terran get there, though, is always just difficult to deal with. Very scary to see those tanks running across at you.
Yeah. Especially, the best thing to do would be Vipers, but then again, the gas, you need it.
Yeah, that high-tech units, when you get to that late game, it's very important. Infestors, whatever it might be, always want to get those late game units, really force Terran to have to play to what you want to do. I feel like whenever Terran gains control and makes you have to kind of respond to them, it's tough to come back.
Of course.